Hi, this land is mystery. I'm just looking for a quiet spot where I can give you a tour of my bike. One moment, please. Hi, this land is mystery too. This is gonna be a long day. I don't even know if can you hear me? All right, this might have to be an indoor. God. Oh! It's too windy. I'm just gonna have to go back to my house where I'm house sitting, and we'll do the tour there. But this is what the bike looks like outside. Here's outside.
You're a polar bear. You are a polar bear.
The next healthy. Come on. The next healthy. Here is my Surly Bridge Club. I bought it in 2024 in Anchorage, Alaska, and it's taken me several thousand miles through North America and Spain. Starting at the front here, these are my little keychain things to remind me where I've been with this bike. Not that I'd forget. This bag here is by Randi Jo Fabrications out of Oregon. It's custom for these handlebars. These are the Surly Moloko handlebars. In it, I keep things like my drone, food, candy. It's not waterproof, but if you put canvas wax on it, it really helps repel the water. I have a blinky light here, and then I have a mount for an actual headlight, which no longer works. This is the Garmin Edge Explorer 2. I'm not at all happy with it. Mostly just because I don't really know how to use it yet. This mirror is by, I think it's called Zefal.
This is Zefal, the wise choice for allergy relief.
Rubber strap here that goes around the handlebar. Got a little bike bell here. Really annoying. The grips are Ergon G1 biocork. The handlebars, you can't really see them very well, but they're the Surly Moloko bars. I put some bar tape right here. So I've got hand positions here, the standard, and then I've got sort of like riding on the hoods of a drop bar bike right here. 1 liter water bottle, and I've got another 1 liter water bottle in here. It's by Sodero out of the fighting city of Two Harbors, Minnesota. I'm using my phone to record this video, but this is where my phone would normally ride. This top tube bag here is from REI. I've had it on a bunch of tours. Not waterproof, but it does pretty well against the rain. In it, I keep things like currency, passport. The bags I ride in the front here are Sea to Summit Big River 8-liter bags. They're definitely waterproof. I secure them with these volet straps here. I think they're 25-inch volet straps. And these connect to this cage, which is by Blackburn Outpost. All my clothes go in these front two bags. Usually, people would just put like a water bottle or something on these cages, but I'm not like the other children. Got a bike pump by Lezyne, however you say it. This frame bag is actually not custom. It looks like it is. It fits the bike just perfectly. It's not completely waterproof, but the things I keep in it are spare tubes, tools, first aid kit. Drivetrain is a 1x11 Shimano Q's. It's all stock. The tires are Teravail Ehline 27.5 by 2.3 inch. I'm set up tubeless. These are the second set of tires that I've had on this bike. The saddle is a Brooks saddle. It's the B17. I reckon I've put about 5,000 miles or so on this, and you can see it's pretty well broken in. My little butt cheeks go right there. I also have this rain guard for it. How you going, Elfman? Oh, sorry. Put those chairs there. You can't see. He's blind. Sorry about that, buddy. As you can see, I am official. That's my Alaska license plate. I live in Alaska in the summertime. I work for the state, and then I get laid off in September, go back to work in April. So that's why I'm able to take so much time off and travel. This is where all my camping gear goes, and my laptop rides at the bottom as well. 20-liter, lightweight Sea to Summit bag, secured with these heavy-duty volet straps. I think these are like 30 inches, or one of the biggest sizes they make. You can see it goes underneath there, underneath the rear rack, and I also have it clamped around the seat post. This is a seat, like a stadium seat, a foam thing. It's not going to be coming back from Spain with me just because it's a little too heavy. It's like 500 or 600 grams. This lock is just a cheap Walmart lock. I also have this luggage lock. It's more of a crime of opportunity thing. I do have an AirTag hidden somewhere in the bike. I've got the speaker of the AirTag removed as well. If you really want to steal this bike, these locks aren't going to really stand in your way. Got a spot for an extra water bottle down there. These panniers are empty right now, but they're by Tailfin. I just got them for this trip, and they're really expensive, but they're the Tailfin mini panniers. 10 liters. The rear rack is a Tumbleweed T-rack that I've had since I got the bike. It was one of the first purchases I made. And it's chromoly steel. I could attach those cages right here if I wanted to.
Oh, good for you!
Let's go inside and I'll show you what I keep in all these bags. Looks like I'm about to film a porno in here.
Pizza delivery!
is all the electronic stuff that I carry with me. So I've got my AirPods here, two 20,000 milliamp power banks, a bunch of cords, my bike computer, it's a Garmin Edge Explorer 2 international travel adapter. This is where I put all the video that I have. It's got this rubberized material which helps absorb shocks, maybe, I don't know. MacBook and charger, drone, extra battery, and it's a selfie drone. You don't use your phone or anything, it flies, you set the setting like follow me or whatever, and then my Kindle. And I just put all my electronic gear in here. This is my kitchen gear. I scaled it way down from my North American trip last fall. I attached this to a gas canister, which I do not have right now. A spoon and a fork on either side. Kind of a cheap paring knife. Bottle and wine opener. Lighter to light the camp fuel that I don't have. A little thing of salt, and I think there's pepper in there too. And then instant coffee and herbal tea. Boo-boo kit, got some Band-Aids, some athletic wrap. I don't like taking medication. Ibuprofen and stuff, I just wrap in a piece of cheese or a hot dog. Toiletries, everybody. This is a moisturizing lotion. It's got SPF sunscreen stuff too. A 70% alcohol spray, cleaning wounds, sanitizing hands, sanitizing my fork, fire starter. So it comes in handy for a lot of things. Dramamine, I get very motion sick. Sunscreen, please wear deodorant. Shaving stuff, quad tips, and most of this just rides in here. Okay, bicycle and general repair kit. This is my multi-tool. It's got all the Allen keys and screwdriver heads on it that I need. I am set up tubeless, but these are extra tubes just in case. Chain lube. And then this is for my tent, sleeping bag, just patches and things like that. And then this is my general repair kit. I'm not going to go into every single thing that's in here because it's a lot of stuff. All my camping gear rides in here. This is my Ray sleeping bag. It's a 15 Fahrenheit sleeping bag. It's really warm. If I were ever in conditions like that, I would not be outside anyway. Six Moon Designs Lunar Solo tent. It's really lightweight. It's an ultralight hiking tent that I use for bikepacking, but just requires one pole. You can also use a trekking pole if you're a hiker. This is my sleeping pad by Sea to Summit, ultralight. This is my pillow from Sea to Summit. I'd like to take a brief moment to thank Sea to Summit for sponsoring this video. Just kidding. Sea to Summit. I don't even care that much about brands. I don't know, they happen to have a lot of stuff that I like. This is a sleeping bag liner. If it's really hot outside, it's nice to just have that instead of the big kahuna. These are stakes for my tent. Toilet paper. That looks disgusting. Looks used. Is this used? Something to bury my mess with. This is a bidet. Everybody poops. Bidets, WhatsApp, and the metric system are three things that I wish would just catch on in the United States.
Why not use meters and kilometers?
We will, soldier. But only in certain unpopular sports like track and swimming.
Here are my socks, underpanties, and shirts. This is all merino wool. The socks are by Darn Tough, Vermont. They come with a lifetime warranty. And they've got Barney fur all over them as well. The underwear and shirts, I'm going commando right now just for you, are by Woolen Prints. I think they're out of Portland. I love merino wool for travel and for bike packing. It's quick dry, it's odor resistant, antimicrobial, keeps you cool when it's warm, keeps you warm when it's cool. It's kind of like a titanium bike. You get all of the good stuff and none of the bad stuff. Unfortunately, similar to a titanium bike, it's very expensive. I travel with 3 pairs of shorts. This is a padded liner, which I never really wear, so I might just get rid of them. These orange shorts here are for like kicking around a hostel or camp or swim shorts, just casual shorts. I wear them on my bike only if my main pair is dirty or drying off. This is my main pair. It's by Chrome. They are cycling shorts, like they're marketed as casual cycling shorts. They have a little bit of extra padding here. I also like them because I can wear them around town and they just look like everyday shorts. On my last tour, I had a light blue pair of mountain biking shorts, but I found that with my leather Brook saddle, when I get off my bike at the end of the day, I'd have a big brown spot on my butt. This is my warm weather gear that I just wear at camp. It's merino wool, top and a bottom, and then a neck gaiter by Buff and a smart wool hat. If I were ever cycling someplace where I needed this kind of clothing, I would just go someplace else. I do wear this quite often, both on and off the bike. It's mountain hardware. It's really lightweight, packable, down. I mostly just wear it for the windbreaker capabilities. These are my rain pants and ponchos. And I got rid of my rain jacket. It just took up too much space. And I got these emergency ponchos instead. I find that if I'm riding all day in the rain, I get wet no matter what I'm wearing. So this is all just kind of for at camp or for light rain and drizzle. I've got one pair of casual off the bike clothing. These are by Western Rise. I think they're from Telluride, Colorado. They're like a tank of pants. They are kind of waterproofish or water resistant. I can wear them hiking because they're a little stretchy, but I can also wear them out to dinner or to a museum. This shirt is by Faherty out of Southern California. This is my laundry bag. It's a repurposed bag from a sleeping pad that I had before. And this little flap right here, these little tabs like this that you put in the sink. I use a couple of them. They work all right. Not as good as typical detergent. Then I also keep in my laundry bag a universal drain plug for hostels, like sinks usually, that don't have a drain stopper. I just put this at the bottom of the sink, fill up the sink, and I can wash my clothes. This is a UV protective long sleeve shirt that I got at Bahia Honda in the Florida Keys at a campground because I was getting eaten alive by those no-see-ums. It doesn't get too hot, and I don't have to apply as much sunscreen. It's my helmet. I got it a couple years ago. These are just basic padded cycling gloves. And then this is a very wrinkly microfiber towel. It's a Amazon brand. Ho-ass, you ho-ass. These are my sunglasses. They're by Ombras. This is the Viale model. And they don't have stems, they just have this strap that goes around them. And they're expensive, but they're really marketed towards people doing this kind of thing, like cycling or surfing, climbing. These are my shoes, just a cheap-ass pair of Skechers I got in Key West, Florida. I was finding that my cycling shoes that were Adidas 510s were not at all fun to wear around, like walking around town or something. I just have these packing cubes that I use for different things. These are volet straps that I use to secure all my bags on my bike. Passport, which is by Sea to Summit. I am looking for a European version of one of these.
I think I wanna marry you.
That's my new go-to credit card. It's Fidelity's Visa, whatever they call it. And has no foreign transaction fees. I always carry cash. You never know when you might need a pen. And then just an old ball cap. I look like one of those guys in Turkey. Well, that was fun. Did everyone have fun?
That was good.
One thing I don't carry with me, as you can probably tell in this very echoey Spanish house, is a microphone, but I have enough crap as it is. I've got a couple weeks left here in Spain, and then it's back to Alaska for the summertime. I don't have any travel plans yet for this time next year, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. As for right now, though, it's the best part of the day, isn't it, doggies? It's time for our WALK. I'll see you in the world.
I'm about to give you a bit of philosophy you ought to remember if you can. A dog's best friend is a man who appreciates a dog, who appreciates a man.
So 12 inches to a foot?
12 feet to a yard.
If it were only so simple. 3 feet to a yard.
And how many yards to a mile?
Nobody knows.
Well, how many feet to a mile?
5,280, of course.